This training material is the property of Accessible Tech Planet. Use of this material is restricted and permission must be sought before use. Do not sell or reproduce in any format without the permission of Accessible Tech Planet. Lesson 16.
Hello, what's up with you? Hope you're feeling good, and I want to believe you are enjoying the lesson so far. It's another time for you to learn something, good and add it to the knowledge you already have. Just as you could hear, my computer is sitting right here on a very beautiful or attractive table, at my front, and you heard the voice of Josh. So let me allow you to hear it again.
Escape.
That's it. So today we are having a very important and elaborate topic before us. Yes. Can you repeat after me? I said we're having a very important and elaborate topic before us. I'm sure you want to ask me, what's the topic? Wow, the topic is, should I put you on a suspense? Okay, I won't do that. That's not really cool. The topic before us is called file management. File management. Yes, from the word manager comes the word management, and you can also get the word manage. So manager, manage, management. But we're actually talking about file management. When we talk about file management, it's actually a wild topic because we're talking about different things you can do to your files and folders. Yes, files are your documents, your music, your softwares, anything you want to put on your computer, we can regard to them as files. And where you're putting those things, we can refer to them as folders. So, how do you manage your files and folders on the PC? By file management, we're referring to the place you're going to put your file. That's number one. Number two, renaming your files. Number three, deleting your files. Number four, changing the location of your files, and many more. So we're going to make sure that we touch everything that has to do with file management in this tutorial. I'm sure you don't want to miss it. So stay tuned and be very attentive because you're just about to learn something very interesting. File management, like I said, it's a process of managing your files effectively on your computer. Now, when we talk about files, there is no way we will not talk about folders. So, I'm going to be showing you examples of files in a particular folder called document. To open document, I'll go through the File Explorer by pressing Windows plus the letter E.
Windows E, File Explorer, Items View List Box. To move to an item, press it.
So I'm in my File Explorer now, so I'll go to a particular folder called Document.
D, Downloads. D, Documents.
Then I'll press enter to open it.
Enter. Shell folder view. Items view multi-select list box. Not selected a Abamis document. 01/08/2020 AM file folder. 1 of 1. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Not selected a Abamis document.
I want to believe that every one of you should know how to go to your document or this PC by now and get it opened with your enter key. I am in the document folder and I'm going to start scrolling so that we'll see the files we have there.
Books library.
Now, books library is a folder. Yes, it's not a file. How do you know? I'm going to scroll right.
Date modified 11/06/2021 4:50 PM 1 of 1.
I'll go again.
Type file folder 1 of 1.
Good. So that's a file type. It's telling me it is a file folder. So to do that, when you are on any file, if you are using Windows 7, Windows 8 and Windows 10, you can always scroll right. When you scroll the first time, it tells you the date you modified it last. If you scroll again, it's going to tell you the file type. Then if you decide to
size 1
scroll
of 1.
again, it tells you the size. That's it. So I'm going to go back
Books
with my
library.
left arrow. So let me keep scrolling.
Custom office templates.
It's a folder also. It's part of the management we're talking about.
Fax.
Fax.
Juni.
Juni.
Scan documents.
Scan document.
Zoom.
Zoom.
182 Windows 10 run commands shortcuts to unleash hidden tweaks.txt.
Good. This is a very good example of a file. This is like a note or a book.
182 Windows 10 run commands shortcuts to unleash hidden tweaks.txt.
Yes, that's a file. If I scroll again.
Accessible Tech Planet Business Plan Summary.pptx.
That's also a file. It's a PowerPoint file.
Accessible Tech Planet Business Plan.doc.
That's also a file. This is a document.
AhmedLetter.rtf.
This is another document.
Basic Computer Operation for Learners with Visual Impairment.pdf.
That's another file.
Beginners Topics on Computer Basics.txt.
That's another file.
Budget for 2021 NAC Southwest Women Congress.docs.
Now, all we are seeing here are just documents. And I told you it is also an example of files. Let me show you softwares. I'll go to another folder called Downloads. To do that, I'll just press the backspace, just like I told you in creating folders tutorial, that you can come out of a particular folder by pressing the backspace.
File Explorer.
So I go to
Items view
download.
list box. To D. Recent files expanded. Document edit of D. Frequent folders expanded. Desktop D. Downloads.
I'll press enter.
Enter. Shell folder view.
So let's see what we have in download. Let's see if I have anything here. Okay, I'm not sure I have anything here. Let me check another
Alt
folder.
F4. Taskbar. Search
Go
box
to this
edit.
PC
TH. This enter. This PC item.
and go to
D.
download.
Desktop. D. Document. D. Download. Enter. Downloads. Items view list box. To B.
So I don't have any software here. Let me see if I have any software.
D. BD. Desktop. Pictures. Video. Devices and drop. Music.
Okay, I'm not sure I have any software here to show you, but I know I have music. So if I go
Videos.
into the music folder, let's see,
M. Music.
and let's open
Enter.
it.
Shell folder
Let's
view.
see all the
Items
files
view
that
list
we
box.
have.
L. Lesson number.
That's a file.
L lesson 11.
That's a
Creating
file.
folder.mp3.
So this is an MP3 file.
A Abami's music.
That's a folder containing a lot of files.
A. D. Add Daniel Akinton, voice of Elijah.mp3.
So this is also a file. So all of these files, you can manage them in your own way. Now, let's start with what we can do to this file. This is a file right now.
Downloaded Daniel Akinton, voice of Elijah.mp3.
If I like, I can delete it. To delete this file, you can press the delete key to delete it temporarily, and that will take it to the recycle bin. Let's try it.
Delete file dialog. Are you sure that you want to move this file to the recycle bin? Are you sure that you want to move this file to the recycle bin? Daniel Akinton, voice of Elijah.mp3, item type, mp3 audio.
So that's a confirmation dialog asking you, are you sure what you want to do? So because I'm sure, I'm going to press spacebar on yes. If I don't want to do it, I can press the tab key to go to no.
No button to activate, press spacebar, Alt plus N.
So I just press the tab key to go to no, because I really do not want to delete it. So I'll hit the spacebar.
Space, music, items, view, multi-select list box, Daniel Akinton.
That's one thing you can do to your file. So you can delete your file, because deleting is also part of file management. Now let's say I want to rename.
Downloaded Daniel Akinton, voice of Elijah.mp3.
Now this is Daniel Akitunde, voice of Elijah. If I want to rename it, like I feel like, okay, I don't want this name again, I want to change it, you can rename it by pressing F2 on your computer. And let's do that.
F2, edit, Daniel Akinton, voice of
So
Elijah.
immediately I pressed F2, you heard edit, and the name was pronounced. So I'm going to type the new name right now. Let me just type
SONG,
Song of Praise
Praise.
and press the enter key.
Praise, enter, items, view, multi-select list box, Song of Praise.mp3, 11 of 16.
Just as simple as that, that particular file has been renamed. If I press D to look for Daniel Akitunde,
D, downloading D.
there's nothing like that. So I renamed it to Song of Praise. Let's press S.
SDS, Song of Praise.mp3.
That's Song of Praise. Alright? That's also part of file management. Now, a while ago, I demonstrated how to delete. I'm going to go back to that. Like I said, if you want to delete temporarily, you press the delete key. And when you do that, the file you have deleted will go to the recycle bin. Recycle bin is something that looks like your dustbin. You know, if you drop something into the waste paper basket, if you realize, okay, this is a mistake, you can still go back there and pick it up. But if you drop something on the floor and you burn it, there's no way you'll be able to, you know, pick it up again. So that's the difference between the temporary deleting and the permanent deleting. So if I want to delete it temporarily, I'm going to press the delete key on it.
Delete file dialog. Are you sure that you want to move?
Then I'll press the space bar on yes.
Space, music, items, view, multi-select.
So let's look for this file. It's going to be here.
DSD, download
There's nothing like that. You can't see that file again because it has been sent to the recycle bin. Yes. So if I like, I can go to the recycle bin and, you know, locate it there. So let's quickly do that. I'll go to desktop because that's where I have the shortcut to all my programs.
Windows D, folder view R selected. Control R, recycle bin, 1 of 18.
Yeah, I just press letter R for recycle bin and press enter.
Enter. Recycle bin.
And I'm going to look for that song. Let me type S.
Shola Bani is Sydney.mp3.
Not this.
Skid, a must-have app manager for all Android.
No.
Song of Praise.mp3.
That's it. Song of Praise. If I want to restore it back to the location it was deleted from, I'll just press enter.
Enter. Song of Praise properties dialog. General page. Restore button. To activate, press spacebar. Alt plus R.
So immediately you press enter, you will hear general page, restore button. To activate, press spacebar. I'm going to do that.
Space.
Right now, that file has been restored. So if I close recycle bin with Alt plus
Alt
F4,
F4. Recycle
and
bin. Items view multi.
go back to
F4.
music,
Music to move to an
let's
item.
check whether it's going to be there.
Song of Praise.mp3.
Yeah, the song is back to music. Yes. If I go ahead to delete it permanently, let me look for a particular file that I want to delete.
Lesson number. Lesson 11. Creating folder.mp3.
This is one of the lessons I have recorded before now, so I want to delete it permanently, as part of file management. To do that, all you need to do is to press Shift plus delete. You hold down your Shift, then you press the delete key.
Shift delete. Delete file dialog. Are you sure that you want to permanently delete this file? Are you sure that you want to permanently delete this file? Lesson 11.
There's something I want you to notice. I'm going to press escape.
Escape. Music. Items
Now,
view multi-song lesson.
Let me press ordinary delete key, and I want you to listen carefully to what the computer would say.
Delete file dialog. Are you sure that you want to move this file to the recycle bin? Are you sure that you want to move this file to the recycle?
You can hear that. The computer is asking you if you are sure that you want to move the file into the recycle bin. So I'll press escape.
Escape. Music.
Then let's press Shift plus delete.
Shift delete. Delete file dialog. Are you sure that you want to permanently delete this file? Are you sure that you want to permanently delete this file? Lesson 11. Creating folder.
So it's saying, are you sure that you want to permanently delete this file? If I hit the space bar right now, that file will never be found anywhere on this PC. Let's try it.
Space. Music. Items view multi-select list.
Now, ordinarily, when you delete a file, it should be found in the recycle bin. That's if you have done the temporary deletion. So I'll go to recycle bin.
Windows D. Folder view list view. Recycle bin.
Press
Enter. Recycle bin.
So let's look for that file, lesson 11.
Lesson 12, page number in L.
There's nothing like lesson 11. What you heard was lesson 12 and not lesson 11. Alright, so I'll close recycle bin.
Alt F4. Music.
Let's go back to
JAWS. Music.
Music. So I am on music right now, and I want to show you another thing you can do to manage your file.
Jingle.mp3.
Good. This is a file. It's a jingle. Let's say I don't want it to be here again. I want to move it from here and put it in another folder. Alright. Let's say I want to move it from music and put it in downloads or document. Let's just use downloads now. So you scroll to the file.
Jingle.mp3.
I'm on jingle. The key shortcut to move something, right, is Control plus X.
Cut selection to clipboard.
You would hear cut selection to clipboard. If I want to duplicate, that means I'm going to copy. That's Control C. Alright. So it has been moved to the clipboard. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to go to the new location I want to put this file and put it there. So let me go to downloads. Let's go through the File Explorer.
Windows E, File
then
D, downloads.
Press enter.
Enter, File Explorer, items view list box.
So I'm going to paste here with Ctrl V.
Pasted from clipboard. Items view multi-select list box. Earlier this year expanded. Not selected jingle.mp3 25/02/2021 10:51 a.m. mp3 audio file VLC 3807 KB 1 of 1 to move.
That's it. I have been able to move it completely from my music, and it is right here in the downloads folder. Now let's say I want to duplicate it. All right, I want it to be in downloads, and I also want it to be in music. Instead of doing cuts, I'm going to copy with Ctrl C.
Copied selection to clipboard.
Then I will go to the music folder.
Music. To move to an item, press the
Now I'm
arrow.
on music folder. Let me first check if that file is here.
J.
There's nothing like that, so I'm going to paste with Ctrl V.
Pasted from clipboard. Jingle.mp3.
Good. So the file is here now.
Song. Jingle.mp3.
If I go to downloads
Downloads. To move to an item, press
and look
the
for
arrow.
it,
Earlier jingle.mp3.
it's also here. I know a smart student would want to ask me, how am I able to move from music and downloads just immediately like that? It's a topic on its own, but I'm just going to tell you how to do it from here. To move from one program to another, that's if you have more than one program open and you want to work with them. Like right now, I have music and downloads open, and I'm working with both folders. So to move from one folder to another, that's to alternate. You press your Alt key, you hold it down, then you'll be pressing your Tab key. Once you get to the folder you want to work with, you release your hand on both keys. Let's try it. Alt, then Tab.
Music. To move
I'm
to
on
an
music
item,
right
press
now,
the
so if I
arrow
want
keys.
to work on music, I will remove
Items
my
view
hand.
multi-select.
If I want to move to the next one, I'll hold down my Alt key, then press Tab again.
Task switching. Downloads. To
I'm on
move to an
downloads.
item, press the
If I
arrow
hold
keys.
down my Alt key and I press Tab again,
JAWS Professional.
I just move to JAWS. JAWS is always open because it is running all the time.
Music.
I'm back to music.
Downloads.
I'm on downloads.
JAWS
I'm
Professional.
on JAWS right now.
Music.
I'm on music.
Downloads.
I'm on downloads.
Downloads.
So once you do not remove your finger on the Alt key and you keep pressing Tab, you'll be cycling through all the programs that are open. So that's just the smarter way of doing it. Right now we've talked about deleting, we've talked about moving the file from one location to another. We've also talked about copying or duplicating the file. We have also looked at renaming the file. Right now you can also put a particular file into a new folder. That's simple. Now if I have a folder or a file
Earlier
like
this
this
jingle.mp3.
jingle now, and I want to create a folder that I will be putting anything that has to do with jingle. Alright, so I'll first go to the location I want the folder to be. Let me go to music.
Music. To move to an item, press the arrow keys.
And create a folder called My Jingles. So I'm going to press Ctrl+Shift+N.
Control-Shift-N. Not selected jingle.mp3. New folder. Edit. New folder. Type in
Okay, new folder, edit. Let me type the name.
M.
My Jingles.
My.
Jingles.
G-I-N.
Jingles.
G-L-E. Gingle. My Gingle.
Oh, sorry, the spelling is wrong.
Selected. My
Let's
Gingle.
delete it.
Blank. M. Y. My. J-I-N-G-L-E.
Yep.
Jingle. My Jingle.
I'll put S.
S. My Jingles.
Sorry,
Blank,
let me
J,
correct
I.
that.
Y split J I N G L S E blank E S E S blank blank E blank S. My jingles.
So let me press enter now.
Enter items.
I'm sure you can do that by yourself, making a mistake and correcting it. Yeah, I taught you how to do that already in the previous lesson. So there's a folder called My Jingles here.
My jingles.
Good. All I need to do is to open this folder now, or if I like, I can come back to open it later. So I'm not even going to open it now. I'll just go to download.
Downloads to move to an item prep.
Then the file I want to copy
Earlier jingle.mp3
or move. Let me move instead of copying.
cut selection to clipboard.
Then I will come back to music.
Music to move to an
Look
item.
for
Press
the folder.
my jingles.
Press enter to open it.
Enter shell folder.
Then paste.
Paste it from clipboard.
And that is done by pressing Ctrl V. Please have it in mind that you cannot paste into any folder without you opening it first. You have to open the folder before you can have access, to putting something in it. It's just like you want to put something in your bag. You have to open it. If you don't open it, of course, if you just drop it, that particular thing you dropped will be found on the floor, just lying there. So that's how you can, take a file from one location and create a new folder for that particular file. All right. And talking about folders too, you can do all of these things that I have demonstrated to folders. You can move one folder into another folder. You can rename a folder. You can delete it. You can, do that permanently. I'm talking about deleting now. You can delete it temporarily. You can do everything I have demonstrated in file management to your folders too. I want to strongly encourage you that if you have any question, do not hesitate to contact me with all your questions, and I'm going to do my best to make sure I answer them in a way that you would love. Till the next time you'll be hearing from me, stay safe, be good.